I went to the store the other day, and excuse me. Sorry, smoking too many cigarettes. I went to the store the other day, and I went to go buy, or actually, I bought a few items. I believe it was like a loaf of bread and a couple avocados and a couple other small things, and it ended up being like $20, or no, yeah, closer to $30, and it just got me thinking that I just recently like got okay with money. I now have a decent amount of money. I'm what they call stable, as it were. Um, but I haven't always been that way. Most of my life, I haven't been that way. And so this does include me, but this is also kind of an observation I'm saying. Is that the spending power of the dollar is nothing compared to what it used to. And I was like, that means that people who are poor have less of chance, have no chance really of survival without the debt system. Right. Now we've created this amazing thing called the debt system that lets people have all these things. Well, let's just think about this for a second, rationally. I guess we have to start off with why the dollar bill is worth nothing, basically. It's because the inflation of the dollar bill due to the Federal Reserve and how it gives out money. You give the Federal Reserve 4 pieces of gold, they give you 1. You know, and it is because of the inflation of the dollar bill that it has lost its spending power, which is why the lower class and the lower middle class are becoming obsolete. Now, this is a problem. We're not just numbers, okay? We're human beings. And everybody who is free in a free nation deserves, I think, a certain amount of ability to live a certain way. If we were not spending millions of dollars, billions of dollars on war, first of all, that would open up a lot of avenues. But beyond this war, as long as the Federal Reserve and the IRS are in place, then we are not being thought of. Our government is in debt, just like we are, to this Federal Reserve. What about our government regulating the money? Making sure that it doesn't inflate, keeping it strong, and building real wealth? Why are we so afraid? Is it because we have a very elite, very rich few deciding for us because they have the power? I would say yes. And they are more afraid than us, but they are afraid of losing their power, which is why they make the dollar bill seem like it's God, when it's just a tool used to help survive. So why not let's make it the most efficient tool possible so that everybody can survive and thrive, not just survive. Because I believe this nation has the ability to solve a lot of problems. But as long as its interests lie with a very selected few, and the power is given to only a selected few who have had the power for at least 100 years, what then? What then of freedom? You know? What then of freedom? I say let's abolish the IRS. Let's let's get rid of the Federal Reserve, which is a privatized bank that meets outside of the government's jurisdiction, meaning our government has no idea what the Federal Reserve is doing, and they're a private bank. They're not government officials. So our government's job is to regulate the money and make sure the Constitution is being upheld. That being said, and with those ideas in mind, let's look at the presidential candidates. Let's look at who has our interests in mind. And I believe that's Ron Paul. Truthfully has our interests in mind, and truthfully has a nation that is built off of true power, off of true wealth in mind. Ron Paul, 08. Let's abolish the Federal Reserve. Let's wipe the slate clean. Let's start over. Let's do it. Let's bring true wealth and true power to the everyday person. Let's build this shit together. Let's take the responsibility that I'm an American citizen, and it is my responsibility where we're headed. And I will not give that to anybody else, because that is a big responsibility to just give away. Let's work together. Let's do this together. United we stand, divided we fall. Ron Paul, 08. Thank you for listening, and have a good day.